Hello again, everybody. Right, goodness me, it's definitely Friday. Brace yourselves for this video. I don't know if you guys have just watched my Year 7 standard video, the normal lesson for the day. You will realise I'm clearly feeling the fact that it is Friday today. There were a few mistakes that were made. I forgot about a few of my slides. I got a bit confused in places. It was fine. We got through it. We managed it. And look, it's all okay because now I have coffee in a giraffe mug. So we're all good. We're all sorted now. Without further ado, welcome to this Friday's Poetry Challenge. As per normal, please make sure you have your pen, make sure you have your paper, preferably pink, but it doesn't matter, and of course, make sure you have got yourself your coffee, or your tea, or your hot chocolate, or your squash, or whatever it is that you are feeling, but just make yourself comfortable and we will crack on. If you can manage a giraffe or some kind of other animal mug, that would be, excellent. Okay, so for today's challenge video, I want to focus on rhythm. My first question is, what is rhythm? Pause the video, have a little think. What do I mean by rhythm? I'm going to go back. There we go. Still my Friday thing. Having to check which slides are coming next. Okay, so rhythm is any kind of beat that comes through a poem or a piece of writing. You hear it in songs. When you listen to the radio, there'll be a beat going on behind the song, and that beat is the rhythm. And sometimes rhythms come just kind of standard. You might just get... Sometimes rhythms are a little bit more jazzy, so, you can get different kind of rhythms, different kind of beats, but that's what we're looking for. Now I'm going to ask you, do you know what sound a horse makes when it gallops? If you get the chance, go onto YouTube and just search horse galloping sound effects. I spent ages trying to get one embedded into this video so that I could show it to you, and I didn't do very well. And I confess, I'm sorry, I gave up. So I'm going to try and learn how to do that for my videos next week. But if you're not sure, have a little Google or have a little YouTube and listen. But a horse kind of makes a dun 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 sound. It's that kind of rhythm. Dun 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 dun. What's the highwayman riding? Does the highwayman ride a horse? Yes, they do. So, let's have a look at the rhythm. What I have done, I have put into red the syllables, the parts of the word that you emphasise, that you put stress on. So, the wind was a torrent of darkness among the gusty trees. Can you hear that? The way that you naturally land when you speak, you land on those parts of the words harder. The wind was a torrent of darkness among the gusty trees. Da-da, 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 da-da. The moon was a ghostly galleon, tossed upon cloudy seas. Sorry, seas should probably have been read there. Da-da, 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 da-la, da-la, da-la. Hearing it? What sound does my horse make? Da-la, da-la, da-la. The wind was a torrent of darkness among the gusty trees. The moon, da-la, da-la, tossed upon cloudy seas. See where I'm going with this? See where I'm going with this? Can we find the rhythm in this poem? Just pause the video for a second, and if you can, if you're in a place where you can, read it out loud. Hear which words you put stress on, which bits of the words do you emphasise. If you can't, if you're somewhere where it would be really embarrassing if you just started reading poetry out loud, just do a little tap, almost like into your hand, like as you read, and just see where might you tap or where might that emphasis be. Pause the video on this verse and see what you think. Just going to check, did I put this into red? I did! Look at me being all clever and prepared. This is what I've gone for. Over the cobbles he clattered and clashed in the dark yard. He tapped with his whip on the shutters, but all was locked and barred. He whistled a tune to the window, and who should be waiting there? Ooh. But the landlord's black-eyed daughter? I don't know if I like that now. That was how I read it the first time when I made the PowerPoint. But the land... Oh no, I'm putting the emphasis on land now, aren't I? I'm changing. Interesting. Ooh, see, that's the thing with rhythm and poetry, guys. Sometimes you come back to it even just the next day and you reread it and you think, oh no, I don't agree with what I thought then at all. Oh, I love it. That's cool. Like it when you get a moment like this. Okay. But the landlord's black-eyed daughter. But the landlord... No, I can't do it. I cannot put the emphasis on the Lord there at all. Ooh, that's weird. I've completely changed my feeling of that line since I put this PowerPoint together. I would still do it now, but the landlord's black-eyed daughter. My rhythm is still there. I'm just not putting it in the same places. Ah, interesting. Bess, the landlord's daughter. I'm back. I agree with myself again. Plaiting a dark red love knot into her long black hair. I might disagree with myself in the first bit of that, but long black hair I'm happy with. But this is the thing, guys. Don't ever let anybody tell you that you've got something wrong about poetry, because honestly, I'm now currently having an argument with myself about poetry. This is what it's like. This is what happens. This is why I love it so much, because you can always jig around. But to come back to it, poetry, right? We've got that horse's gallop rhythm. Da-la, 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 da-la. Over the cobbles he clattered and clashed in the darkened yard. Da-la, da-la, da-la. Are we seeing how this rhythm and a horse's gallop is kind of linking together? So the rhythm of the poem mimics the movement and the speed of the horse. And you read the poem quite quickly, don't you? Oh no, let me go back. If we look at... Yeah, let's look at this one. I wouldn't sit here, and it's not natural to read this poem. Over the cobbles he clattered and clashed in the dark inn-yard. He tapped with his whip. That just feels wrong. Because underneath you've got that da-la, da-la, da-la. You've got that rhythm, and it drives you forwards. Over the cobbles he clattered and clashed in the dark inn-yard. He tapped with his whip on the shutters, but all was locked and barred. It pushes you forward and it gives a speed to the poem. Yeah? So that rhythm, not only does it put in our head that da-la, da-la, horse, galloping, da-la, 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 but when you read it aloud, it also changes the speed with which you read, and it gives it that sense of fast and quickness and urgency. Can you think of any other poems or situations where the rhythm has affected the way you speak? You might know some poems. I'm thinking, are there any like raps that you know of where actually the rhythm, the words kind of get split apart a little bit to make sure that you hit the rhythm, or normally you can't speak that fast, but because you've got the rhythm and because you've got the rap going on, it carries you all forward and it's easier to say. Just have a little listen for it now. If you're listening to the radio, you're listening to your favourite music, if you are looking at any other bits of poetry, have a little look at the rhythm and think, is it making me read it faster? Is it trying to slow me down? Because often in poetry you do have these little rhythms that go along underneath the words and impact the way that you read them. There we go. That's our quick little... I try to keep these videos under 10 minutes long because I want them to just be little short, sharp ideas for you to go away and think about. I hope you found that one interesting. And because it's Friday, have a lovely, lovely weekend. Yeah. Have a lovely weekend, everyone. Take care, and I'll see you all later.